Hey everyone, we are on our fifth stop of our benefits tour. And on this stop, we are going to talk about flexible spending accounts and health savings accounts. Flexible spending accounts, you can have either dependent care coverage or medical coverage, and we're going to go over them now. So flexible spending account is when you can have money taken out of your paycheck before taxes and then use that tax-free money on eligible health expenses or dependent care. So you can see here that I have a list of items that you can use the health for, as well as a list of items that you can use the dependent care for. Now, if you have a medication you take, or you know you are going to the dentist, or there's going to be some service that you're going to have within the next year, and you want to find out if you can use this tax-free money on it, if you go to FSAstore.com, they have an eligibility list there, and it will tell you if it is eligible for the funds, if it has to have a prescription, or if it's not eligible to be have the funds used for. Now, we use a company called LDNB, and I'm just going to show you a really quick video about how FSA accounts work.
All of us can use a little extra help when it comes to paying for our health care and for other expenses that aren't covered by our health plans. A flexible spending account, or FSA, is a special account that can help you plan ahead for large or ongoing expenses. There are two kinds of FSAs. A healthcare FSA helps you pay medical, dental, or vision expenses, like office visits, prescription medications, and lab tests. A dependent care FSA helps you pay the cost of caring for others while you work, such as daycare for children or home care for seniors. At the beginning of the year, you decide how much money you want to have deducted from each paycheck and deposited into your FSA based on your expected expenses. As a bonus, this money doesn't count toward your income in most states, so you don't pay taxes as long as it goes to pay qualified expenses. Every dollar goes a little further than if you paid out of pocket. With a healthcare FSA, you have immediate access to the whole amount you plan to contribute for the year, starting the day your plan begins. For example, if you plan to contribute $1,200 from your paycheck over the course of 12 months, you can start using the entire $1,200 before the year is over. But with a dependent care FSA, you can only use the money that's been deposited up to that point in time. If you want to see how much is in your FSA, just go to the member website. You can check your balance and see what claims have been paid. Companies set different rules for how money in FSAs can be spent, so check your benefit materials to see what rules apply to your account. So how do you use the FSA to pay for expenses? You can submit medical claims online and simply push a Pay Now button. Your claim will be submitted, and payments can go straight to the healthcare provider. A few FSAs even include a debit card you can swipe to pay when you receive services. All in all, your FSA is a great way to help cover your health care and other expenses and get the most out of your health plan.
Okay, so there was just a short video. I just feel like it does a good job of explaining how flexible spending accounts work. Now, we use LDNB, like I mentioned, and you would receive a blue card just like this one where you can use it. You just swipe it like you would a credit card. So if I go in to see the doctor and I need to do a copay, I can swipe my card. If I go in for a prescription, I can swipe my card. Just make sure that you save your receipts, because this is regulated by IRS. LDNB has to make sure that the funds are being used for eligible expenses. So they may require a receipt. There's a couple things to know about this plan. It does not allow for rollovers into the next year, but we do have a grace period built in. So our plan year is July 1st through June 30th. Now, if I decide at the beginning of the year that I want to do $500, but maybe I've only used $300 of it by the time June 30th comes around, I have an extra 2 months, so that takes me to the end of August to use that $200. And if you go to that FSAstore.com website, it can give you a lot of ideas of what you can spend that extra money on, or you can go to CVS and buy out all the Band-Aids and sunscreen and first aid kits that you may need. So just know that if I still had money in my account after that August 30th, then I'd be forfeiting the funds that are in there. So it does take a little bit of planning on your part. So for the health, the max is $2,750 for this year, and the dependent care is $5,000. You can have this account if you have our health insurance or if you decide to waive our health insurance. This isn't one that anyone in the high deductible health plan would want. They're going to want to participate in the health savings account, which I'm going to go over right now. So a health savings account is similar to a flexible spending account. You have to be in the high deductible health plan in order to participate in this program. You have money, it gets taken out before taxes, and then you can use those tax-free funds for eligible medical expenses. And with this account, the money, it can roll over every year. So, if by the end of the year, June 30th, I still have $200 left, I'm not going to be forfeiting those funds. It's just going to roll over into the next plan year, and I can use those funds in the next plan year. And these accounts are yours. So when you leave employment with us, this account is going with you and any funds that are in it. So I'm just going to show you a really quick video on how the HSA works.
An HSA, or health savings account, is a bank account used to put pre-tax money aside specifically for your out-of-pocket healthcare expenses. Like a regular savings account, your HSA has an interest rate that allows your money to grow while sitting in the account. You can only have an HSA if you are enrolled in a high-deductible health plan, or HDHP. HDHP medical plans aim to minimize your costs if you don't utilize your plan a lot, but keep you financially protected in cases of catastrophic illness or emergency. Similar to a car insurance policy, you pay for your expenses up to the point you meet your deductible, and then the insurance coverage starts to kick in. The higher the deductible you choose for your medical plan, the smaller the monthly cost will be. But it also means when you have health expenses, you are responsible for all the costs up to that deductible amount. Enter the perfect partner for your HDHP plan, the HSA. Rather than paying for those healthcare expenses that occur before hitting your deductible out of your pocket with dollars that you've already paid taxes on, you can pay for those expenses using pre-tax dollars from your HSA. And this can really add up to significant savings. In addition, having dollars saved up in your HSA can ensure you are financially protected if a big health expense occurs. Think about it like this. If you had chosen a different type of medical plan, the cost of having that plan would be more each month than on your HDHP plan. The smartest way to manage your HDHP is by taking some of those monthly savings and putting them directly into your HSA to cover you for the eventual healthcare expenses that will occur. You'll have the option of setting up an automatic payroll deduction that goes directly to your HSA, and that's the best way to ensure you consistently save. Another beautiful thing about an HSA is that you own the account, not your employer. If you change jobs, the account stays with you. And HSA dollars don't expire each year, like an FSA, but can be carried over year after year forever. Finally, if other family members are covered on your medical plan, your HSA can be used to pay for their healthcare expenses as well. To sum it up, an HSA is a savings account for healthcare expense. You must have a high-deductible health plan to qualify for opening an HSA. The dollars in your account grow with interest, they roll over year to year, you own the account, and they can be used for anyone covered on your medical plan. And those are the basics of HSAs.
Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my screen. And here is the HSA maximum information for 2020. So it's $3,550 for self and $7,100 for family. And it includes your medical care, your prescriptions, or items that you can use to pay with these funds. Now, I need to have within 30 days of your hire date the forms to enroll in these programs if you want to participate. If you do not want to participate, I do not need the forms back. Now with the FSA, just know that typically we have 24 pay periods throughout the year, but you may be coming in at, after the start of the plan year. So you may have less than 24 pay periods. So when you're filling out the form, please make sure that you either put the annual amount that you want, and then I can divide it up by the pay periods that there are, or tell me that the exact number of money you want per pay period. So let's say $25, and then I can multiply it out for you and tell you what the annual total is going to be and make sure that it's okay for you. Now, if you decide that you want to waive insurance right now, that's perfectly fine. Just know that your next opportunity to participate in one of these programs is going to be at open enrollment. I also have lots of benefit videos, and I really hope you get a chance to check them out. A couple of them I've shown to you, not all of them. They will be posted on that Google link and available for you to watch whenever. And please know that these videos are meant to really help you understand the concept of the plans, and it's not necessarily the vendors that we're actually using. So go ahead to that link and check them out.